Welcome back. Here we are, episode 2,
Welcome.
officially October in the Monster Pulse world, which is everyone else's world because we're all here on Earth together. It's Zach Cannon and Chris Pagnozzi back at it again. Chris, how we feeling?
Here in the same universe as you.
Well, maybe. We'll see. It's
Hopefully.
October. How are we
It's
feeling?
October. It's the most wonderful time of the
Yeah,
year.
it truly
They
is.
made a song about it.
Yeah. Cute Johnny Mathis.
It really is. It really is I am most happy
I agree.
in October.
Same.
It is
Something in the
It
air.
is the best. In Chicago, the weather is finally tomorrow supposed to start dropping again into the 60s.
Yeah, we went from 82 down to 47 by tomorrow. No, it's gonna be. I think it's supposed to be 65. It's gonna be nice. We're finally in the fall weather. I'm ready for it.
Yeah, as long as it stays that way, I'm good.
Yeah.
Someone was burning leaves or something the other night, and I was like, "Thank you." Even though it was 82 degrees, I'm still getting a little bit of a taste, a little taste of fall with the leaves. I'm like, "Burn more stuff, please."
Yeah, it's a Yankee Candle next door. They have a fan going.
That would be amazing. Just someone's window
fall time
next to an apple pie candle on the windowsill that I stole, of course.
I do live next door to a Cincy salesman, so could have been. We don't get any payment from Cincy though. No.
We don't get paid from
we don't get paid from anybody. So Cincy, you've got yourself a podcast.
You're listening.
I love how you put this down. It's officially October, aka our Super Bowl.
It's our Super Bowl because
it really is.
I actually watch stuff on TV this time of year. It's the one time I'm like, what does TNT or USA have on? It's a horror movie, and I haven't seen it in forever because it's not usually on my list. What did I watch the other night? 13 Ghosts.
Oh, nice.
Which, yeah, it's not normally on my list, but when it's on, I have to watch it. But every year, I think AMC plays it.
I had heard. Did you hear that? Apparently, they're making a TV show. Did you hear about this?
No, I have not.
I heard that there was talks about making a 13 Ghosts TV show, and I don't know what exactly that means. I think what's a good idea, if somebody wants to steal my idea, is I think they should make episodic things about each one of the 13 Ghosts and show you how they became the 13 Ghosts. I think
that's a fantastic idea.
I think that's the series.
You could have a lot of fun with that,
right? Because there's
the only issue is with this. If they were to do it, I feel like that's a one season thing, right? What do you do in season 2?
Yeah, true.
Unless it keeps building,
or you split it up,
ghosts.
right? Maybe you do 2 episodes a ghost, and you're only sold for a 6-series thing. So then now I have 3 seasons, right? Or 2 seasons.
That's an idea.
Yeah.
That's an idea. That's a very fancy glass you're drinking out of.
You like that? That's my Schlitz, my Schlitz mug.
Oh,
the classic Schlitz. It's full of water, not Schlitz, but
not
just vodka,
liquid, clear, Schlitz clear.
Just a big shot of vodka for the Monster Pulse crowd. Got to get me liquored up if you want me to talk about monsters.
Gotta get liquored up for
Monster
for
Pulse.
podcasting.
Yeah. So what we got going on today? What are we chatting about?
I thought it'd be fun to talk about movies because I just described the movie that I don't watch. I want to talk about movies that I almost have to watch because it's Halloween.
There you go.
Every Halloween season, I have to
I'm gonna pull up.
Otherwise, it doesn't feel like Halloween.
Absolutely,
you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's true. I'm looking at my list. We both submitted. Check out our Instagram page. Chris has got.
That's a good plug for. We are on Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram. Ever heard of it? And TikTok. We're on TikTok.
Monster Pulse.
Chris is TikToking these days. He's doing. If you ever want to see,
TikTok, you don't stop.
He's doing the Dougie. And what gang? He's doing Gangnam Style. He's doing all the things he missed out on in the last 20 years.
Yesterday, I dumped a bucket of cold water on my head and by myself.
The ASL challenge is alive.
Forgot to record it.
Yep, but
forgot to record
it's on there. Yeah, go to our monster.
We
monster
both
Pulse.
have You can check out both of our 31 days of horror or Halloween, whatever you want to call it, on our Instagram account.
That's right.
I was just looking through yours today, and I love it. I think
we have some overlap.
It's ironic.
There's some overlap.
I think Yeah,
yours and
for
mine.
sure.
All
Yeah.
right. Yeah. What were you saying? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, obviously, I watch way more than just
Yeah.
these.
Right.
You know, like, I could put a list together that's like, "Do you wanna watch 2, 3 movies a night?" You can do that. But in the spirit of this, it's not a competition, in the spirit of this tradition, we'll call it
Yeah.
this new tradition.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I really like so here's what I'll say is, like, I've gotten rid of a lot of streamers this year,
Yeah. It's
um,
expensive.
platforms I didn't really feel like I was watching, and then you see that, like, oh, they're good around Halloween
Right.
because Paramount released, like, 30
Yeah.
classics, but I don't have Paramount Plus right now. So
Wow.
my list is about what I have access to, what I'm subscribed
For sure.
to.
Yeah, I noted I saw that. I liked how you put that, so then I tried to mimic how you put the I like that you put the streaming services. I think that's great for
Yeah, I figured,
yeah,
like, give people some sort of upper
yeah,
hand. Like, you don't have to go looking too far. You can see next to each movie where they are
yeah.
streaming.
No, I think that's great. So I try to do the same thing. I'm doing so I think it's a great time for me to advocate on everyone keeping your DVDs. Stop getting rid of your DVDs because I almost did during COVID. And then I didn't, and I'm so happy I didn't because now
I love
I'm
that.
back in the DVD swing. I'm like, "You know what?" Now I'm not saying I'm going out and buying more, but I'm keeping what I
Mhm.
have. And I'll
Oh, I think that's
and
that's that's a great
yeah,
call.
and that's why for some of my on my list, I didn't put the ones that I just have on DVD. Now some of these I also have on DVD, so I included like, you know, like some of them I have like for instance like The Thing, right? I have a very cool
Mhm.
steelbook. You like steelbooks? You ever been, I'm
Yes.
a big
Yes.
steelbook guy. I don't have a lot of them, but because they're also expensive. But I have The Thing on steelbook. It's very cool, and that's on Peacock. So some of these that I put on here, I just put what I have, and then the ones that I couldn't find on streaming, like a lot of them, like you put Tubi. Um,
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Yeah, Tubi and Pluto TV have a
yeah,
ton of, like, on-demand options.
right,
Granted, you're getting the commercial
right,
interruptions,
right.
but, I mean, to me, I'm not offended by that because they're still they're not, like, edited for cable, you know? They're
Yeah,
not, like, removing things,
sure, sure.
because they're streaming.
Yeah,
So, to me, it reminds me it's nostalgic about, like, when you were a kid and you were watching, like, the Friday night movies
yeah.
and or Saturday night, and there's commercials. It gives you a chance to get up and go to the bathroom. So that is the great
That's
thing
good.
about
That's true.
commercials.
Good point. And we know that as we're getting older, we definitely need those bathroom breaks, making these movies way too
With
long.
all that vodka you're
Yeah.
drinking, yeah.
Speaking of which,
We don't need to go, like, through the entire
no.
list, but there
Why
are
don't you throw out
certainly
some
movies,
that you,
maybe even the ones that overlap that are
oh,
on my
okay.
list that I'm like, yeah, I there's a couple on my list that I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I haven't watched this in a long time," and I will, pick one right now, Hush.
I added that as well because I saw it on yours. I was like, you know what? I need to revisit that. I don't think I watched it last year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't either, and I haven't seen it in a long
Yeah.
time, I think there was talks recently from Mike Flanagan about it getting some sort of physical media
Oh,
release.
okay.
I could be wrong, but it was on Netflix for a while, but I had gotten rid of Netflix, and then when I saw that it was on Tubi, I'm like, I unless I get it on physical
Yeah.
media this
Yeah. I don't
month,
think I own it.
I can still watch it,
Okay.
and I am excited to watch
Yeah.
it.
That was on Tubi. You saw that one on Tubi?
That one is on, Tubi.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna drop a movie here that this is my must watch now. This is my new Halloween tradition, and then I would love for you to follow yours up. I think I know what yours is.
Okay.
Actually, let me guess what yours is,
Okay.
and I'm not sure it is if it's on your list. It's probably on your list. It's not jumping out any, but yours is probably The Exorcist. No, no, no,
Yes,
The
this is on my
Shining.
list. The Shining, I didn't put on this list, but I do. I watched The Shining not in season. So The Shining is like The Shining is, in my opinion, too, a great wintertime movie because it's a cold movie. The whole movie is
Isolation, it's
about
about
isolation and
isolation.
cold. So sometimes I'll throw that on for some reason. My mind goes to like, I think that's more of a Christmas movie. because it's about family, it's about
Okay.
bonding, chopping wood. I mean, a lot of things that you do for
Swinging the
swinging
axe.
the axe, staying in a nice hotel, uh, a blood elevator, blowjob by a man in a bear suit, Christmas things,
Christmas.
Christmas things,
G
Hanukkah,
Christmas things.
Hanukkah or Christmas. So yeah.
That's correct.
Now
That's
I do
true.
love that movie. That is honestly in like when people say like, what is your my friends always ask me, what's your top five? You get this a lot. People say,
Oh,
what's
yeah.
your favorite
Yeah.
movie? I'm like, what's my favorite movie? I'm like, how about what's my favorite comedy? Or like, what's my
Right,
favorite? Like, let's
right.
get a little more narrowed down
Within
to,
this
yeah,
genre,
yeah, right.
give
Yeah,
you
it's way too broad for me to compare. Like, I'm not going to compare Super Troopers to The Shining, but I like both of them.
sure.
I love Super
Very
Troopers.
different movies.
I'm a big Super Troopers fan. I think it still holds up.
Uh,
It's ridiculous.
if I could compare both of those movies, I'd say, well, there's a couple scenes with a car.
Yeah, yeah, there you go.
That's it.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah,
That's it.
yeah. Um, so yeah, yeah, I think that The Shining definitely falls into my top five like films ever. I love that movie. Now, what's yours?
Yeah,
What's
I just
yours?
and you know what's funny is, like, on my list,
Yeah.
1978 Halloween isn't
Mm,
on here because I will watch
yeah.
it maybe 20 times
Okay.
this month.
Yeah, for sure.
That movie I watch out of season as well because it just,
I like that you
you
put
know, it
2018. I like that you did the 2018 Halloween.
I am doing the 2018 Halloween because that's another one where I haven't seen in a
Me too.
while,
That's honestly a
and
good point. I would watch all three of those again and see how badly I hated the last one just again because of I blocked it out of my brain. But I
I
did love
know.
the 2018 one. I think they should have stopped. Should just right there. Boom. Perfect. They made a
Yeah. Did you hear that the actor from the 3rd Halloween movie, and they've already filmed this, is the star of the remake of Silent Night, Deadly Night, which is a Christmas horror, by the way.
wait, say that again? In Halloween 3 and Season of the Witch.
In Halloween
Uh-huh.
3, the kid who basically takes on the mantle as Michael Myers.
Okay.
He's the babysitter in the very beginning.
He's playing and they're remaking
He's playing the star of Silent Night,
who
Deadly
when
Night.
is that coming out?
Probably this year.
I didn't even know that was
I don't
being
have my
remade.
keyboard handy, but
Okay.
I don't know this actor's name. Here's the thing, he's a very good actor. It was just such a different
I did not even hear about
movie, I
this.
think,
Let
than
me look this up real quick.
yeah. Yeah, they remade Silent Night, Deadly Night.
No, I don't
Um,
remember hearing about this.
yeah, it's kinda been, like, under the radar. You think people would be talking about it more.
Round. So I wonder. You
Watch,
think? I
I've
think
got this completely wrong.
is this coming out straight to like a streaming service, or you don't know?
That's a good question. I would bet you, because it's a Christmas movie, it'll have a small release around the holidays.
Oh, I see.
But
I see. I see. I got you.
oh, did you look it up?
Yeah, I looked it up. Oh yeah, he was also in The Monkey. Look at him. He's just getting all these
Oh,
horror roles.
yeah.
His name is
Confirm that I was right about it being Silent
Yes,
Night.
you are. You are. You are. It is Rowan Campbell, and you're right. It is coming out this year. It says it's
Really?
coming out in 2025. Let's see if it's got a release date. It's got to by
Well,
now.
we'll definitely be talking about it later this year. But I digress.
Yeah, December 12th.
I too will try and watch all 3 of the new David Gordon Green, Danny McBride Halloween movies just because they're made for this holiday.
Yeah,
I am going to mention the movie though that this is my have to watch it now every year is Trick or Treat.
that's that would be I think my answer for what I watch every year, no matter what my list
The
is. I watch Trick or I think
It
that
has
one.
become such a strong connection. I don't know if it's the start of the movie with the trick or treating and like the kids walking down the street. It's something about that puts me immediately in the mood
Yeah,
for all of the fall
yeah, I
activities,
agree.
even murder.
Yeah, if not more so. It is. It's great. It's got a great
No,
balance of comedy, and it's man. You know what else I love is I think that Krampus is Doherty. Like he's just He could do a follow-up to Trick or Treat. He could do a whole series about Trick or Treat. That could be a show.
There
That would be, I mean,
I think
yeah.
I think there are some rumors about potentially getting another installment of Trick or Treat.
It needs to be done.
It needs to be done. We're such fans.
Yeah, everyone loves it.
He's a very solid filmmaker.
He really is. Krampus was great.
That's the one on my list that I'm like, I know I have to talk about it before. Like, I just get so excited about talking about Trick or Treat. But I also like to balance in some horror comedies. Have you added any horror comedies on your list?
Yeah, absolutely. I have I think one of the ones that sticks out that I just actually watched, let's see, when was that? That was on was that last night? No, that was during the day on. I have it down as my number 5, but technically I watched it on Saturday. A little behind the magic for you folks at home. My number 5, which would have been last night's, we ended up not watching a spooky movie. However, I did marathon Treehouse of Horrors. I'm a big Simpsons guy,
Man.
so I try to start at 1, and then I stop around like maybe 11 or 12, season 11 or 12.
Yeah,
So,
I think that's
but I'll
safe
just keep
bet.
them rolling, and it's a nice, each one of them, I mean, you're looking at like 25, 26, 27 minutes on each one. So, I mean, they're great. And
Yeah, I haven't jumped into the Disney app for that specifically,
yeah,
but I did hear that they put like a
collection together.
almost like a shortcut straight to like
to those.
you can just go straight to the Treehouse of Horror movies.
Yeah, those I used to have on VHS, and I kept a couple of them, and they're great. There's like a cool VHS 3-pack that came with like they're all skeleton heads. It's
fun.
sick. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Simpsons definitely. Let's see. I don't know if I have a lot of. I watched Monster Squad. That's
It's so funny. Like I I rewatched that over the summer for some reason.
That's great. That's on Paramount.
I was just getting excited about Halloween, and I was like, you know what, Monster Squad.
Let's see. And then, really, honestly, on my list, that's about it. What do you got as far as horror comedies?
Fright Night for starters.
Classic.
Fright Night, which is on Peacock.
Nice.
I love. It might be one of my favorite. It's not my favorite vampire movie, but it's one of my favorite vampire movies.
Yeah.
I don't want to debate that right now because I could talk about that for an hour.
Sure.
I also have Frighteners.
Oh my God.
The Michael
Peter Jackson.
Michael J. Fox movie,
Michael J.
which
Fox.
is also on Peacock. So
Okay.
that's to be like a good double feature.
I love Frighteners. I love that.
Yes.
I like all Peter Jackson, like the early Peter Jackson prior to Lord of the Rings, Dead Alive. The best character in that is, well, you got John Aston, Gomez Adams, playing the old man ghost, the old like prospector ghost, which is amazing. And then what's his face? Jake Busey. Jake Busey should have taken off as a horror. He should have just stuck with horror movies. He is the best. He's the scariest part of that movie. It scared the shit out of me when I was a kid.
Yeah. That's just another movie I haven't watched like in a couple of years, and I was like, I'm putting it on. I've got to watch. It's actually my movie. I'm on my schedule for tonight.
Oh, nice. What do I got for tonight?
While we're recording on Monday.
There you go. Yeah.
And then I think I had another one that was like for the laughs I had to put on was maybe that was it. I think I was going to put on Tucker and Dale.
I was just about to bring that up.
Which is
so
just
great.
like I think
hilarious.
One of like the I could do like a marathon of like horror comedies, and Tucker and Dale is as one of the at the top of the list, and so is Cooties.
Cooties is really good.
Comedy,
really good.
I might just branch off from this like on a Saturday, just binge some horror comedies.
Yeah, Cabin in the Woods is like my top. That one I didn't put on my list, but I watch that movie every year as well. I love Cabin in the Woods. I just think it's such a great. Also, another movie that 100% could have mini sequels, and they could just keep with that premise of. Because they establish, like, if you go on the Reddit, there's people that try to break down all of the boxes that are within that like they show they
Really? Like, the one yeah, like, in the
yeah,
facility or whatever you wanna
they
call it?
show you a dry erase board and it's listed to like 100, So every single number, somebody on the production team just sat there and wrote out all of these
That's
different monster things. So then there's a scene where this camera backs up and it shows you all the boxes that all the monsters are
Yep.
trapped in.
Mhm.
Well, what they do is they try to pause that scene, take the dry erase board, and then now match up
Oh,
what
amazing.
the things are. It's great. You can spend a whole hour just like reading through that and
I
looking at
might
it. It's a
I might
blast.
ask you to link me
Yeah,
to that so
yeah,
I'm
it's
like,
amazing. But Tucker and Dale's great.
uh
And I think one I watched that's on my list that made me think of that is Villains. I watched that, which I was not,
oh,
I'd
yeah.
never, I wasn't really too hip to it. It's got the girl from It Follows, the Scream
Mhm.
Queen from her. She's great. She's fantastic. And then it's got Bill Skarsgård,
S Bill Skarsgård.
and
Yeah.
it was really good. I really liked it. I never saw it before. That was my October 2nd movie. We found that on Peacock and it was really good. I recommend that one. It's
Yeah,
simple
yeah, I
simple
watched
watch,
that.
straightforward. You saw it, you watched that one already?
No, not this year, but I saw it, like, probably last
Oh, okay.
year, and, it's still fresh in my
Yeah.
mind. I did enjoy it. I thought it was, like, a fun,
Yeah. Just
twisty movie. Um, I think there are a couple on my list that don't take themselves very seriously that could be a horror comedy, although I wouldn't say that they are because it's like, for example, Drag Me to Hell
mm,
it's just Sam
Sam
Raimi.
Raimi.
It's like
Yeah.
it's just his
Yeah.
style, so it has horror elements. It's got some really messed up stuff in there,
Yeah.
but I can't get enough of that.
Mhm.
I had watched that earlier this year again, and that's another movie that's talked about, like, rumors of, like, getting a sequel.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What did you Now here's one that we didn't bring up last week when we were talking about movies we missed since our 5-year break here. Evil Dead
Right.
Rise. What'd you think of that?
Oh,
I
man.
really liked it.
Yeah.
I thought it was
I
great.
loved
Yeah, I
it.
thought it was really good too.
I loved it. It did what Evil Dead did so well was keeping things
Yeah.
contained, and, like, by doing it I mean, they did the thing that, like, wasn't obvious. You would think, "Oh, it should be a cabin in the
Right.
woods," but no, it's an apartment complex.
Yeah,
Brilliant. Brilliant
I
move.
agree. I thought it was really well done. That's the director of that. He did a movie called The Hole in the
Hole in the
Ground.
Ground?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to look up his name. I mean,
I think he might be an Irish filmmaker.
Lee Cronin.
Lee
Okay,
Cronin?
and they have him for next year redoing The Mummy. So
Yes,
I have
yes,
not heard
but
anything about that though.
yeah, The Mummy, which I think might be under Blumhouse now.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Because Blumhouse had some sort of deal with Universal, I believe, because Jason Blum worked for Universal a long time ago,
Gotcha.
and he wanted to do his own version of the Universal
Yeah,
monsters,
cool.
and they just announced the other day, we're gonna get, like, an Invisible Man 2.
Awesome. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Which I really
So I
like
think
that.
that
I
he
really like the first I thought that was good. That was a good like new take on, they added a little like technology in there to make it possible.
brilliant.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
smart. Yeah.
really, like, smart
Yeah.
justification, instead of the over the top
Yeah,
fun
yeah,
idea of a person
which is
actually
on
becoming
my list.
invisible.
I watch. I mentioned this last time. I'm a big. I love Claude Rains's The Invisible Man. I was shocked to look up 1933. I didn't realize it was
Yeah.
that early in the 30s. I knew it was a 30s movie. I didn't realize it was 33 though, and
And
it holds
also
up.
really
It's so fun.
impressive, visual
Yeah,
effects for the time, and
100%.
practical
Yeah,
effects and just some in-camera
yeah. Yeah,
effects.
just like the werewolf, the Wolfman, the original transformation of Lon Chaney into the
Oh,
Wolfman
man.
it's pretty great.
Yeah, for Lon
Yeah,
Chaney
Lon
Jr.
Chaney
Yeah,
Jr.
that's, yeah, I think I may have overlooked putting some classic stuff on here.
Yeah.
I think the oldest I go back might be The
Yeah,
Exorcist.
which is fantastic. I mean, you cannot go
Yeah,
wrong. I
I
have
mean,
Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I guess that kind of falls into
I love that.
our comedy ones, which I heard they're remaking that, which I think did
Yes,
we
well, they're
what is it?
no, I was gonna say, well, it's I think it's a really safe bet to just say they're gonna be remaking
Yeah,
everything
true, right?
in the
Yeah.
in the Hollywood
Yeah, you're
archive,
right.
but
Good point.
I have heard that they are remaking it, and I really hope that they keep the same character design
Yeah,
of the clowns,
I
'cause
agree.
I don't want to see, like, we have enough actual scary clowns, like Art the
Yeah,
Clown,
yeah,
and just we've got that set, and I really want them to take this play it
yeah.
seriously, you know, like, as ridiculous as it is, I think it's more or it's much more effective when you take something ridiculous like that and make it
I
scary.
agree. I hope so too.
Yeah.
I mean, I just think I love the ridiculousness of that movie, so I really hope that it doesn't go away. Um, let's
Yeah.
see what else we got here.
I think something I'd like to ask, and I probably should have kicked off by saying this, but what do you think when you're making your list,
Yeah.
what do you think makes a good list for this? The elements, like, when you're thinking of, like, "What do I wanna watch this year?"
Uh,
And not just the fact that I already stated these are, like, must
yeah, for sure.
watch because they put you into the
Right.
mood, which I think is obviously
Right.
the reason we put these together, but there's other things to think about
Well, I
here.
think that if I was going to give someone advice, like if someone listens to this today and they're like, you know what, I'm going to make a list as well. I think I like to think of what haven't I seen in a while that I would like to
Mhm.
revisit? I think that's a nice way to start it off. Put it on a day that like you're like, I don't have any plans this day. Like this is a Thursday movie. And then just go down your Thursdays for October, throw the ones that you're like, I haven't seen this in a while. Then I like throwing on something that like I'm excited to see. Like for instance, on my
Yep.
list is the Welcome to Derry premiere. I've got that on the 26th so that
Yes.
I know like I'm going to watch that. And I think it's worth like recognizing that that day it comes out on the 26th. Perfect. I'll watch it on that day, right? Um, then that being said, then I'll throw in like something kind of like similar to like what you did our always go to, you know, the classics of like I know I'm
Mhm.
going to watch this, but also I want to make a point to watch it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gotta be on my list to
Yeah,
check off
exactly.
because
And then
the same thing
yeah,
I
lastly, I think is just like I like those couple that I threw in there that I'm like, oh, I've been passing this. I think I'll watch it. Like I put on Cuckoo. Okay. Hulu
Oh,
has
yeah,
Cuckoo
yeah,
with
yeah.
the girl from uh Euphoria.
And Dan Stevens,
Yeah.
right? Isn't Dan Stevens
Dan Stevens is
the
that the
doctor?
is yeah, is he the doctor in that?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah,
I wasn't
yeah.
I didn't
It's so
actually
good.
really care for it. I'll be honest with you. It was a little slow for me.
Okay.
Did you watch it?
Mm. Yeah, yeah, I did. It is
Yeah.
slow and it's out there.
Yeah.
I like it for being an original horror idea, like a original horror movie, but I agree. It's probably not something I'm gonna say, "You gotta see
Yeah.
Cuckoo."
I liked it. I think, what is that actress name? Hunter Schafer, I think is her name.
Mm,
She is great. And I think
mhm.
it was
Well,
good, but then it just, yeah, it just wasn't for me. It was
yeah.
just, yeah,
I hear
yeah.
you, I hear you.
But yeah, I don't think I would like visit it again, but I'm glad I watched it because I've been,
Completely
yeah, I
agree.
wanted to check it off the list.
Yeah.
Um, what about you? Do you have any like that of like ones that you wanted to check off a list, but then so you just made it happen?
Yeah, I think, I agree with everything you're saying. I also try to add in, like, my core monsters,
Okay.
like, I wanna have a zombie movie,
Yes.
I wanna have a werewolf
Yeah.
movie, I wanna have a
I
vampire
love that you
movie,
did
I'm
that.
gonna do a witch, so I do The
Yeah.
Witch.
Ooh, jeez. Turn
The
this
only thing I
down here.
really didn't put on here, which I kinda feel like I could have swapped one out or, like, Aliens,
Because what did you
but
do Alien 3? Is that what you did? Or Alien 2?
no.
Let me see here.
Um,
Or did you not put Alien at all?
I don't think I did any Aliens. I have been watching a lot of Alien movies because of the TV show, which I
Yeah,
loved.
Alien Earth.
But the last thing I was gonna say is that, monster movies.
Yeah.
So, like, that kind of encompasses a lot, but, like, The Thing is on here, which oh, yeah, there's my
There you
Alien.
go.
There's my
That's true.
there's my
What
Alien
about
movie right
quarantine?
there.
Is there an alien in quarantine or is it a disease?
Quarantine is more of, I wouldn't say straight up zombie movie, but Quarantine is more of the same way that, um that 28 Days Later isn't a traditional zombie movie. It's like almost like a new spin on them.
Yeah.
But Quarantine, the thing I love about that movie, which is a remake, but it's more of another contained movie in an apartment complex, and like they're being shut off, so they're not letting them out.
Yeah.
But people are turning.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
that's on
I haven't
Peacock.
seen
That's a
that in a
fun
long
watch.
time. That's got the
Yeah.
chick from Dexter, right? She's the lead,
Yeah. Yep.
right? The sister from
His
his
sister,
sister,
right?
right?
Isn't that
But they
his?
were married. They
Yeah.
were actually married in real life. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, I haven't seen that in a
Yes
long
to that.
time. Okay.
But also, if you like that kind of movie, I would say also go watch Rec 1, 2, 3. You know,
Mhm.
it's spelled
Yep,
record.
yep.
Like people just refer to them as
Yeah.
Rec.
Yeah.
Those are so fun, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Quarantine is a remake of the first Rec
Oh,
movie.
wow, I did not know that.
I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
Don't quote me on that, but
Huh. I guess that makes sense. I mean, they're very similar. They're both
yeah,
single camera handheld first person POV
yeah,
movies, right? Which
yeah.
I'm hit or miss on.
It was a very popular thing in the early
Yeah.
aughts.
Yep. Yeah, the early aughts, Blair Witch.
The early aughts saw a lot of handheld, coming off of
Yep.
Cloverfield. Everyone's
Yep.
like, "Oh, hey,
Yeah.
we can do anything we want
Right.
if we just give our main character a camera
I
to
feel like
hold."
Blair
Also,
Witch. I
Blair
feel
Witch.
like they really
Yeah,
took that off for sure.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Cloverfield it made it popular again because there was definitely a time lapse. Cloverfield's what, like 2005-ish, maybe, right? Does that sound about right? Or is it earlier than
I would
that?
guess. I would probably would have no.
Yeah, '08.
I actually think
Yeah.
it's maybe a little
Yeah,
later.
'08. And Blair Witch is like late
08.
90s, right? Like
I remember that because I had
99.
started working at the Second City
Yeah.
in 2007,
Uh-huh.
and TJ Miller was on Greenco, and they had their rehearsals like right by my office. So like TJ went from Second City to Hollywood and was like uh he's the camera operator in Cloverfield.
Really?
So I remember in my head, I'm like, well, it has to be 2007 or
That's
2008 because he was at Second City for a very brief time,
yeah.
and yeah,
So his voice is who you're
name
hearing.
dropping.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Like and
I think the beginning of the
subscribe.
movie, I think he's yeah. He made that, and he made Garfield, and that's all he ever did.
Tag
No, I'm kidding.
tag him.
I'm kidding.
Let's
You would know
interview.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, next we're going to talk about Garfield.
Yeah, next we're gonna talk about the horror that is the Garfield movie.
Yeah. All right,
But
what else
no,
we
I mean,
got?
that's a fun monster movie. You put that on your list. I don't know if that's streaming anywhere right now, but,
What's that, Garfield?
love the
Oh,
Cloverfield
okay.
universe.
Yeah. I thought we were talking about
10
Garfield.
Cloverfield Lane, that would've been a good one too to put on the list.
Now, 10 Cloverfield Lane, I thought was great. I thought that was
Fantastic.
really
Love that
really
movie.
fun. Yeah. John Goodman, he was
Agreed.
great
Oh
in
my
it.
god.
Yeah.
Great villain.
You know, I did a couple marathons on top of the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror. So tonight I'm gonna do a little Twilight Zone marathon, put on some of my favorite Twilight Zone episodes, do maybe 4 or 5 of those.
That's a great
Yeah,
idea.
and then I also have Goosebumps on here, being a 90s kid as I am. Also, though, I do watch Goosebumps throughout the year. It's not always an October thing, but yeah, I'm gonna go through some of those. Some of them are obviously ridiculous. Most of them are pretty crazy, and pretty cheesy, but that's the fun of it. I mean, they're
Wait, where are they streaming? Where are
the Goosebumps. Now, they were on, I want to say,
the Paramount?
yeah, I want to say no. I think it was
No, that's Are You Afraid of the
yeah,
Dark?
I think Netflix. Yeah, Are You Afraid of the Dark? All Nickelodeon stuff is
Yeah.
there. They're Fox, so I think they had them on Disney because Disney rebooted it with David Schwimmer. Remember they did that
Yes.
Schwimmer one, and then which I think maybe they've rebooted twice now and tried it, and or they did like short seasons. I think last year was like a short season, and
Yeah, I watched.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did.
I didn't see the Schwimmer one though. People are like it was better than the
It was
success.
better than
That's
the first season that they
right.
did with who was Justin Long,
Yeah, I
maybe.
think it was just
But I also heard that they're not doing any more of the Goosebumps. Like I
okay.
think that they're
Yeah.
sadly done with
Here's
that.
my thought about most kid related things I'll think of another example. Give me a second. But I think with Goosebumps on my mind is like try this. Take the story and add some intensely adult horror into it and market it for people who are now in their 30s and 40s who watched it as a kid. That's my take. Instead of trying to reboot it for kids, because kids have so much now to choose from that it's like if you Disney's trying to make it and they're trying to make it kid friendly again, which I get. It's for, it's a young adult a novel, right? So I get it. But I think just for the OG base, try making it adult and see if it is amazing.
I completely
Yeah.
agree, and I think what you have there is kind of, maybe potentially the next Stranger Things, you know?
Right. Right. Exactly.
I
Like Fear Street.
I
Fear
think
Street was great. I really enjoyed the original. Now I heard Prom Queen, I think, was the follow up that they did. And I
yeah,
heard not good things about that. I have not watched it, but I heard
I
bad things about it.
it wasn't for
Yeah.
me.
I heard it was not.
I watched
Yeah.
it watched it over the summer as
Okay.
well, and it just was not for
And did
me.
you watch what I'm talking about, the Fear Street, like the
Yeah, oh,
1994?
yeah,
Yeah,
yep,
that.
yeah, and I thought those were
Me
fun,
too.
yeah, I
I
thought those
thought
were
that was
fun.
well done. Like,
Yeah,
let's talk about this.
but,
Wednesday. Did you watch Wednesday?
not yet because I canceled
Ah,
my
okay.
Netflix, and I will here is what spoiler alert, I will be getting Netflix again in time for Stranger
Okay,
Things,
yeah.
and then I'll catch up on some things like
I also
Wednesday
canceled
and
mine too, so I'm gonna have to do the same thing. I
yeah,
got
yeah,
tired of paying
end of the year
$18.
or January.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the
just
thing, man, it's
nuts.
like it's like each platform's got their own, you know, treasure,
Right,
like Netflix and Stranger
right.
Things, and I don't want to have to buy all of these platforms for one show
Yeah,
on each that I'm really, really
right.
into.
I know. I know. I'm gonna start going to my like local library and renting seasons again of shows.
There you
Do
go.
they
You
do
know,
they take
when you
streaming
talk about
services and put them on DVD? Are they still
like
doing
to
that?
rent your Netflix
Yeah,
pass
are
for
they
the
still
day,
doing that?
it's basically just the library sharing out their
Yeah,
password. Well, I think you're spot on with the holding on to physical
yeah.
media. It's like when you said you're not buying anything, like
Mm.
last year, I think it was last year or the year before, I went on eBay and bought the entire collection of DVDs of Tales from the
Oh,
Crypt from the late
good call.
'80s, and I thought that was a really great move,
Yeah,
and I haven't even watched all of them
yeah,
through
yeah.
yet, but that to me is like, that's something I want to revisit,
Right.
and I don't think HBO, they
I was just
might
about to say,
have them.
why are they not on HBO Max? That makes no sense at all.
No
None.
sense. And I mean, they have to have the rights
Yeah,
to
how
it.
do they not? That's
I don't know, maybe they forgot, like, "Oh, yeah."
yeah, seriously. Yeah, no, that's a great purchase. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. That would be a good for me, like, if I was to do a marathon, I would've
yeah,
put on, like,
that's
Tales from
that's
the
a good
Crypt
one.
and
Yeah. Um, so yeah, the list here, I mean, I know we've been running through them. Any other ones that you want to mention? Any honorable mentions before we move on
I
to
mean,
other
I
things?
think, I mean, it's crazy, like, right now, you can go on, I think, HBO and watch all of the A Nightmare on Elm Streets, and I think you can go on to another platform and watch all of the Friday the
Yeah,
13th,
that's
so it was hard to,
yeah.
like, well, what do you really wanna put on here? And I just wanna mention that I'll probably be binging those entire franchises
Yeah.
again. They just feel right because that's what was out when I was a kid, and, like, that's what I connected with for Halloween, so
Yeah.
I think, it's a very subjective, people are like, "Well, you didn't put this, you
Yeah,
didn't put
right.
that," and it's like, well, yeah,
Right.
to each their
Yeah.
own. This is a great jumping off point. I saw another platform put out a really fun way. I think that they just got tired of doing lists like
Yeah.
this, and maybe next year I'll challenge us in that, but they are doing, prompts. So, like,
Oh, yeah.
October 1st would be, like, a summer camp
Yeah.
slasher. So then you go off and you watch the one that
Yeah,
you
I like
want.
that. I
And
saw
I
that
don't
too.
have any more examples, but I loved that
Pretty much
idea,
what you
and
were
I
just
think that
saying, like, comedy, horror comedy, Alien, Wolfman. Pretty much what you did, just without
yes.
specifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Leaves it
Yeah,
open
but,
ended.
I mean, for them, it was a fun idea because then they're still filling out the 31
Yeah.
days, but they just found a really cool way of,
Yeah, I love
like,
that.
Yeah. It's like, well, you go off and watch the one that you connect with the most.
Right.
Because if you say summer camp slasher, what do you think of
Right,
first?
exactly. Mine would probably be, I mean, it's hard not for my head. I immediately think of Sleepaway Camp, but
See,
but
that's great.
obviously Jason. I mean, yeah, it's hard not to think of
Yes, there's
Jason,
Friday the
right?
13th. There's The Burning.
Yeah.
There's a lot of one-offs,
Yeah.
you know, like I really think that might be something we want to try
Yeah.
at another time. Maybe we could find a way of doing like the days of Christmas
Oh,
with
yeah,
doing
yeah, yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
So to be
All
continued,
right.
please
Yeah.
make sure that you are subscribed to
Yeah.
this and you follow this.
And make your own
But
list.
no, we
Make a
can jump away
list.
from the list. If you want to jump away from the list, I've got some. Did you see I put some would you rathers on
Yeah,
here?
let's go through some of those.
Yeah. This one I wanted to get like a little bit more specific around some of the movies we were talking about. Like would you rather spend one night in the Overlook Hotel or one night in the Texas Chainsaw
Yeah.
Sawyer family's
Piece of cake
farmhouse?
for me. Yeah.
Really?
One room in the hotel smells like shit, the entire house. So I'm gonna 100% for not even one night. I would stay full weeks at the Overlook Hotel. I have no problem staying there, hanging out at the Overlook. It's honestly not that bad. Sally Duvall was overreacting a little bit. It wasn't
Yeah.
that crazy. It's just relax a little bit.
Her husband was a little
A
upset.
little upset, and it's not
She got writer's block.
right, yeah, which been there. So, I mean, yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't. I think the Texas Chainsaw for me, I'm going with the things that annoy me the most, and like I hate sweating
Yeah.
in the
Yes.
summertime, and that's all you
Yeah, that's
do
all you
in
do.
Texas. And
Yeah.
I'd rather much be in the
Yeah.
cold with The
Yeah.
Shining. So
Yeah.
Overlook Hotel, it is.
Right. Yeah. If I wanted to, go to the
Plus,
Texas Chainsaw family's house, I would just go visit my cousins in Southern Indiana. Why would I go all the way to Texas?
I was gonna say the only other thing is about spending at least at the Overlook. I think they've got some real food in the cooler there still. If you were at the Texas Chainsaw, the Sawyer families, I think they're serving you human
Yeah,
flesh. So,
definitely. And there's booze, there's a full bar, and
yep.
Lloyd is funny. He's British, and that would
Yeah.
make me laugh,
Yeah.
his accent. And the
Yeah.
guy in
I
the
think
bear
it
costume, which I already brought up.
the only thing is I would not wanna, like, run into the twins when I'm walking around like
No, that'd be annoying, especially if there's shits everywhere. You're tripping on
Yeah.
toys, tripping over a small tricycle. You're like, why is this even out? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Can I speak to the
Yeah,
manager?
I'm the only one here. I am the manager.
Go.
Great.
There you go. Well, shit. Okay, here's another one for you. Would you rather be hunted by Ghostface
Oh my
or
god.
stalked by Michael Myers?
I feel like stalked by Michael Myers. I feel like that's a
Yeah.
less stressful thing than Ghostface. And
Yeah.
also, I
Yeah.
use Boost Mobile, so I have prepaid limits, so I can't be taking a bunch of phone calls all the time. It's just a waste of time in my opinion, and that's like, I
Yeah.
have to save that for emergencies.
I think the biggest difference for me is that, like, with Michael Myers, like, he's just so slow that you could just keep going, and chances are, if you're being chased by Ghostface, there's 2 of them.
Yeah,
So
right, and everyone's got a problem, like, everyone's it's
yeah.
all, that's the worst thing about Ghostface is that, like, it's always bringing up old stuff, and I hate that, it's just like, get over it, you know what I mean?
Get over
Like,
it.
have you seen the news? Other people have problems. You know what I mean?
Especially right now.
Yeah, seriously, so that's my opinion about it. Michael
Especially
keeps to
now.
himself. Sometimes he drives around, which is weird. They
Sometimes.
just let him. I mean, he's lucky he didn't get pulled over because he's definitely driving without a license.
It's that classic, like, how did he learn to
Yeah,
drive?
I love that,
He
yeah.
spent his
Yeah.
entire do they have a driver, like, a class at his, wherever he's
Yeah,
locked up?
Loomis taught him. He's like, "Put it in
Loomis is like,
second gear,
"I'm
Michael.
gonna run some errands, Michael."
This is a stick shift. Let up on too much gas."
That's exactly where he learned to drive, was
The
Loomis.
whole
It's just
time,
like,
Michael's like, "Wait till I turn 21."
"Michael, I drank too
Yeah.
much. Could you drive?"
I'm shit-faced, Michael.
I'm shit-faced. Take the wheel.
Yeah.
Michael, take the
You
wheel.
have the darkest eyes. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna go. I think we're both in agreement. It's a Mike Myers choice.
It's a Mike
Yeah.
Myers, yeah.
All right. Here, I'll read the next one for you. Would you
All right.
rather live in a world where only zombies exist or only vampires?
Yeah, I put a lot of thought into this one already. I think we all have that secret fantasy where you want to like actually kill some zombies. But the biggest difference is that zombies, you're out in the sunlight, they're out in the sunlight. If you're in a world of vampires, you could live your life during the
That's
day
right.
and just stay home at night.
Right.
But I think I really want to kill some zombies.
I mean, that's a good argument. I understand what you're saying there. It's definitely fun, but also a little too tense for me. I feel like you said, like vampires have to be invited into my home. And we all know that famous scene in Blade, and there's nothing more than a blood rave. You know what I mean? Like that seems fun to me. I like house music, so going to a blood rave isn't the worst thing.
I like house music too. I'll tell you what I don't like: blood coming from the sprinklers, though.
If you're in a world of,
oh my god,
but you're a vampire in this situation, no? Are we human? Because we're not getting invited to the blood rave.
You know what? It could be either.
Right.
It could be either. Like in the zombie scenario, I don't want to be a zombie.
No, I don't want to be a zombie. We talked about this last week.
But I don't think I really want to be a vampire either. I don't want to live forever.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
especially if like you are stuck in like that club forever with the house music going and Blade's gonna show up and like I don't want to get killed by Blade.
If I talk like a traditional vampire, then I would do it.
I hear you.
Like, would that be appropriation if like all of a sudden I become a vampire and then I'm like talking like this? And they're like, well, that's a little much. Like, you don't have to do the voice just because you're a vampire. What are you talking about? I've always talked like this. And they're like,
then what did I sign up for?
Weren't you born in
weren't
you born in Indiana? I'm like,
yes, but I got his memories. The guy that bite me, I'm living his life.
My grandmother was Bulgarian. Yeah, I would probably go with the vampires, I think, over the zombies. But I get what you're saying. Zombieland does seem fun. Zombieland taught everyone that being around zombies can be a game. So,
yeah. I mean, you get to meet Bill Murray in Zombieland.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Everybody wants to do that at least once. All right. So we're split on that one.
Yeah, this last one I'm going to read to you because this last one is like really, really difficult for me to decide on. Would you rather rewatch the worst horror movie ever made for 31 days straight or give up horror for a whole year?
Oh, man.
Would you rather watch the worst horror movie for 31 days straight or give up horror for a year?
So I have to watch Yoga Hosers for 31 days or give up horror for a full year.
It's tough.
Man, I don't know if I could watch Yoga Hosers for 31 days. What's I don't know. I just tried to think of what.
But could you go without horror for a year?
No, I don't think so, because then it's like, then what, no news? Can't watch the news ever? No, let's see. I don't know. That's tough because then I guess I have to just wait till the end of the year. And then I'm watching like whatever my wife wants to watch. So I'm just watching Vanderpump Rules for the 365 days. And then I just have to watch everything at the end of the year. I mean, I guess that would be the only way to do it. That's tough. What is the worst horror film ever made, I guess would be my question. I just tried to think of the first one that I hated, and I was really disappointed. I also, speaking of which, I put Tusk on my list for my 31 days.
I saw
that you put that. Tusk is, I like Tusk. I think Tusk is fun. I think Tusk is like a rom-com. You know what I mean?
Tusk.
She still goes to visit him.
Tusk is a movie.
She still loves him.
That really, really leans into the body horror.
Yeah, and you were talking about you don't like that.
And I'm not. I've only seen Tusk once, and I'm not saying it's a bad movie. So I'm not gonna say like that's like I have to watch Husk for 31 days straight.
Okay. The like can we spoil the ending of Tusk on this episode? Haven't has it been
Yeah,
out?
do it.
Has it been
Do it.
long? Has
Spoiler.
it been long? Yeah.
Insert
Stop
spoiler.
watching if you don't know how Tusk ends. Okay, so one of my buddies I have a screenshot of 3 texts from my friend that are like saved in my phone and favorited in my albums. So it's like pictures of my niece and nephews, me and my wife, and then this text screenshot from my buddy watching Tusk. And I'm paraphrasing here, but essentially it went like this. I didn't know Justin Long was in this. That's hilarious. Next text. What the fuck is going on? Next text. Oh my God, he's a walrus. And I think that's like the
That sort of
best.
sums up the whole
I'll
movie.
find it. I'm paraphrasing because it's better than that. Like when you actually see it,
Yeah.
but like that to me is
Yeah.
like the best review of Tusk that you could ever
Yeah.
say. Like
Yeah.
it's a crazy
I mean,
film.
it is a crazy film. It's a Kevin Smith film?
Yeah, yeah.
Or
Kevin Smith
yeah.
wrote and made that, and then it was supposed to be part of a 3 where he was doing what he called, I think it was like called the Great Up North or like something. It was like an
Yeah.
allusion to Canadian, like being in alluding to a Canadian like trilogy. Yeah.
Right, because he has that moose one, isn't it coming
Well,
out?
that
Like
was
the
the
one
whole
it's
thing, right?
Jaws?
Like it was that Yoga Hosers and then Moose Jaw, and then I had heard that
Yeah.
Moose Jaw got shelved because of how bad Yoga Hosers was, but maybe he'll come back to it.
I
But
think they made it. I think they're
it's being made or it is done. Okay,
yeah,
I had heard
I
that.
think so.
I thought that like it because of the lapse in time of how long it had taken for Moose Jaw to be talked about. I assumed it was done because Yoga Hosers is bad. It is a bad.
I've never
Oh,
seen it. I've never
it's
seen it.
ridiculous. It's crazy. I want to know somebody. Somebody is being ironically if they're just like Yoga Hosers is my favorite horror film. I'm like, yeah, you're a liar. You're a liar. Like
You are
if anybody who was
lying.
like, that's my favorite movie, I'm like, you're a liar. You have seen only that movie then.
Then right,
And
then
that's
you
it.
have nothing to compare it to.
What would
You've
be your
seen
like what is
nothing
yours?
else.
What is your least favorite horror film if you could like name one? I mean, obviously we have probably if we sat here, we could probably come up with a few, right? So like what is yours?
It's a really hard
It's
question.
tough.
Because yeah, I mean, I think I watch like a lot of
Yeah.
horror, but I tend to like watch the stuff that I want to
Yeah.
watch, and I know that there's probably some really, really bad ones out there, but I'm gonna say something that might be controversial, but I did not like
Oh, I
Skinamarink,
didn't like Skinamarink either. It's boring.
and I think a lot of people did, and I would or could not watch that movie again, and that to me would be like torture if I had to watch that the 31
It would
days.
be like honestly, Skinamarink for 31 days is honestly just like listening to ASMR for 2 hours. It really is,
That's a good
like, so,
point.
like, if I have to watch that every day, I just, like, put it on the background. It's like a nature documentary. It's just like
Mhm.
I'm at, like I might as well put on one of those videos of like old ladies feeding like chipmunks and birds outside because it's the same thing. It's pretty much the same thing.
It bothered me that I felt like I was, like, looking for something the entire time in the frame, and
Yeah,
I'm
like
like,
what am I
"There's
missing?
maybe there is," and then
Well, maybe that I mean
now
it kept you engaged because you're always waiting to see like what is this? And
yeah,
then you end it and you're like, what the hell was that?
yeah,
Yeah.
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 I was disappointed because it had gotten a lot of hype,
Yeah.
but long story short, that would be a movie that I would not want to watch over and over
I
again.
saw I think another one that got a lot of love and whatever. Like my whole thing is like when people are like I said, like if somebody truly like I guess if I was talking with them and they were like Yoga Hose is my favorite movie, I would be like, "What?" I'm like, "Are you?" I would think
Yeah.
I'd be getting trolled. But
Yes. Yeah, like,
if
you're
they
lying to
truly
me.
felt that way, I'm not the type of person where I'm like, "That's dumb." I'm just like, "Oh, I totally disagree." But your
You would
point,
just be like,
yeah,
"We have nothing
yeah,
in
right.
common."
Now, one that got a lot of love, similar to Skinamarink, is um, I saw the TV Glow.
I have not
A
seen it.
lot of people love it, and a lot of people are hyping up, and they're just like, "This is great." Just not for me. Just not like in
Yeah.
another movie where I was like, "That was boring." I found it boring. I found it just a little.
Yeah.
Am ADHD brain, so I really I like a good hook at the beginning, and I like just that's why I think I liked Villains. I didn't know what it was, and I was, like,
Yeah.
ready to be like, "What is this? Like, is it dumb?" And then I'm like, "Oh, Skarsgård, so maybe it's good." And I'm like, "Is it like a barbarian Skarsgård where he's gonna die in the first again, spoiler alert. Spoiler
Spoiler alert.
alert, sorry. Uh, but, yeah, not for me. I saw the TV glow, and then, trying to think of, like, another one, like, again, though, like, a lot of people love that. I get it. Like, I get why they liked it. Just for me, it was just a little too
Sure.
slow for me.
Just wasn't for you, and that's
And it's got a
fine.
good message. I don't know if you've read anything about it,
No.
the director, I think he wrote it as well, like, what the underlying message was for that movie. Like, I think, like, just personally to me, the film itself, I wouldn't rewatch it, like, it was just too slow. It was just
Mm.
too slow for me, and it didn't yeah. And then, let me think of, like, another one. You got another one that comes to mind?
Uh, Not off the top of my head. I just think it's because there's so much horror being made right now that there is subgenres of horror and there's different movies for
Yeah,
everybody. Horror already isn't for
right.
everybody. Sure, it's my favorite genre, but I don't need to go out and, like, get upset if someone didn't like the movie I didn't like, and,
Exactly.
um, so I wasn't, like, upset about Skinamarink.
Yeah,
I was just like, "That wasn't for
yeah,
me." Some people really liked
yeah,
it, but that's kinda how I feel about, horrors, and there's a lot of stuff that's not for me,
yeah,
and then there's a lot of stuff that I absolutely loved, like Jordan Peele and, like, Zach Cregger now with Barbarian
yeah,
and,
yeah.
Weapons, and I think it's an exciting place right now, so I think I'm probably not, watching as much as I should then if I'm watching a lot of I will end it by saying this, there are a couple movies on my list that I haven't seen yet, like Little
Mm.
Bites, which is on Hulu. I've heard a lot of people talk about that, and there's another one on
Little
here,
Bites.
Dark Harvest I've never seen, and it's one of those movies where that people have been talking about, like, "You gotta check it out," and I don't know if I'll like these movies, but I am trying to go outside of my normal box of checking, out just the things that I think I'm gonna like.
Little Bites. This is cool. I've never seen this.
Yeah,
Get
yeah,
get
it had a really cool premise.
get out of here. It's executively produced by Cher.
Oh,
Cher,
did not
the
know that.
singer, helped executive produce it. That's awesome. 2024.
That is pretty
That's
awesome.
awesome. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
And the director is Spider One, who is the guy and founding member of Power Man 5000. And he is the younger brother to Rob Zombie. And uh,
Whoa.
you would know that band Power Man 5000 if you go listen to them.
Yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
had a bunch of 90s hits and early 2000s. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, how about that? I did never heard of that
How
one.
about that?
Honestly, when I read Little Bites on here, you know what my first thought was those Hulu shorts, which I love those. I think
Oh, yeah,
bite-sized
yeah.
horror, that's what those are called.
You know what I would
Those
love
are
to
great.
do, and if it's not next week or the week after, I would love to talk about, like, short horror
Yeah,
films,
because those
you
those are
know?
great. I'll fly through some of those and watch them. 'em. I'll pick and choose, like, different titles that grab my interest, and they're always fun. I just am like, because again, that's exactly what it is. It's like I like a nice short little we're
Yeah.
in the attention span era where it's like
Yeah,
it's funny though, because then I'll go and
eh,
watch a 3-hour Scorsese movie, and while I'm saying that I
right,
have no
right.
attention span, and so, yeah, but yeah.
It's all about the
It's all about
story.
story. So, all right. Well, should we cap it here? We're at our hour.
I think so, I think so. I think we have covered what we wanted to cover. We're in a very exciting
Yep.
time of the year here, so there's gonna be a lot to talk about this
Yep.
month. Um, Make sure, like we talked about, like, we're on, Instagram on Monster
Yep.
Pulse. We're on
Yeah.
TikTok where we can put some of these little
Check
bites
out
of videos
check
on
out
there.
Sea Monsters on TikTok and
The Sea Monsters YouTube channel,
yep.
I released the full video of our episodes on Sea Monsters
Yep.
YouTube, which is SEE, as in see with your
Right,
eye.
right.
So yeah, check that out, and, that's all I had to
Yeah,
say.
that's all I got too. So we'll see you all next week. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening to us. And Chris, go ahead and cue the wolves.